We have a lot going on at Axon right now between our core business really rolling, and there we're talking about tasers and body cams and digital evidence management. We manage about 40 times as much data as the Netflix library in the cloud for our police customers. And so that business has really grown nicely. And now, as we look for both other markets, we're starting to get really excited about our enterprise market. And you mentioned we launched the Axon Body Mini, which is supposed to be used in retail, nursing, and other non-public safety environments. And then on top of that, we continue to plug in strategic acquisitions with newer, younger, more talented teams that might not have hit that steepest part of their growth trajectory yet, but are well on their way to it. We think that's a great formula for us and our customers.
And when I look at your stock's performance, you really take off in the last few years. How is that being attained? Like, are you, in terms of growth, are you buying or expanding, or what areas are really driving that when, again, look at your stock going pretty much parabolic since, call it, early 2023?
Can I just say 339 is the PE, the current PE on the stock, and a forward-looking PE of 104.
Well, I just want to say that it's up 600, more than 500% in the last 3 years. Like, this is a big run. So there's obviously something going on, or at least the street or investors are excited about something.
Yeah, I think ultimately we do a few things really, really well. We grow revenue profitably. So there we're talking about 7 years of 25+% revenue growth. The last 3 have been over 30%. We relentlessly invest in the customer experience. So we continue to bring new products to our customers that they're really enjoying using. And that, of course, a good formula. And then last point is we save lives. Like, we're a mission-driven company. And having a real impact in society today with our tools to help public safety. So when you combine all those things, there just aren't a lot of companies like that in the public markets today. And we're really, really proud that we've supported our customers to the level where we're seeing it grow in our financial results.
And I want to talk more about your customers and this Body Workforce Mini in just a moment, because I'd read something about how maybe retailers might be making use of it as well as they deal with theft and situations at their outlets. But I got to ask you about, we were just talking about the stock. It is down a lot since early August. It hit a record back then. Your CEO sold about $7 million shares last week. Your CFO sold about 3.6 million at the end of last month, some to a much smaller amount in mid-September. Your CPO and CTO sold nearly 6 million in mid-August, and you sold nearly 12 million worth of shares in mid-August, about 11 days after earnings in August. Insiders selling, you know where I'm going to go. It's often something we will single out as not a great sign. Should the investing public be concerned?
Not at all. And if you look at our stock, like over the last 5 years, a lot of us have sold on the way up. It's our primary means of compensation, but we continue to have a lot invested in the company. And I'd chalk that up to, just life needs and so forth, as opposed to not feeling confidence in the company, because we are extremely, extremely confident in what we're going to do, both for our customers and for our investors.
All right. I just wanted to put that out there. Hey, I want to go back to this Body Workforce Mini. My understanding, it's kind of the size and weight of an AirPods Pro case. Comes equipped with new communication, AI and HD video features. And I saw a story, I think it was Business Insider, that talked about some retailers, including Walmart, have been testing out the use of some police-style body cameras at some locations. They're looking to improve worker safety. Tell us about the retail usage and if you're seeing interest and demand.
Sure, absolutely. When you ask retail workers, is violent crime in the workspace on the rise, 7 of 10 of them will say absolutely yes. And we see that combined with shrinkage in retail, meaning the amount of inventory being written down and lost going from 1% to 3%. And we think body cameras are a big part of the solution here. So just like in public safety, when a retail worker is wearing body cameras, there's mutual accountability on both ends of the lens to make sure that issues or conflicts don't get escalated further. So you see a drop in abuse of workers, you see a drop in shrinkage, and when we can provide outcomes like that to retailers, they're certainly willing to pay for that, because it does drive a really good ROI on their end. And that's what we're seeing. You mentioned, the Walmart opportunity there. We're seeing that across several large retailers, both in the U.S. and Canada, and we think that is a really, really exciting and growing space for our company that we'll participate in for a long time.
How do you quantify that as an addressable market? And also, are you expecting every Walmart employee to wear one, or would it just be a handful that would be interacting with customers, say, at an exit?
I think over time, no matter who the retailer is, we do believe there's a space on the uniform for every retail worker on the floor to be wearing them. Now, I don't know that you'd be putting these on folks that are maybe in more desk jobs, but certainly in terms of the retailers themselves, we believe 100% of retail workers will see a value in wearing these. And so very, very excited. In terms of the TAM, I always say the way to think about this is there's 1 million cops in public safety in the US, and we've built a $60 billion business in that space. Walmart alone has 2.4 million retail workers relative to 1 million cops, and that's just one brand, of course, a very large one, but one brand. And so the TAM is significantly larger, and just like we did in public safety, we're investing a lot and putting a lot behind making all of these retailers more successful and saving them some money. So very excited about what the space holds.